Today, the Parliament of Kenya just ratified the UK-Kenya trade deal. This is despite a lot of protestations by Kenyan farmers. And basically what this trade deal says, amongst other secret clauses that the Jubilee government hasn't released, it says that the UK can import farm produce into Kenya duty-free for 25 years until 2053. And one of the big problems with that is that the UK subsidizes its farmers, which means they'll be able to dump a lot of their excessive or expired or unwanted farm produce into Kenya. You know, goods which don't meet their own local quality standards will be dumped in Kenya. Amongst these things will be chickens. Think about it. Kenya will now be importing chicken from England. Already the market is very constrained for the local chicken producers. Now they have to fight with subsidized chicken from the UK. Like I always tell you, the coconuts that control Kenya rule Kenya on behalf of and to the benefit of England and foreign interests. They don't represent our interests. And to think that this trade deal passed through Parliament and all of them signed to accept it tells you how bad the situation is. That basically we are being ruled by a class of traitors, of Judases, people who really should be, you know, charged with economic treason for the suicidal policies that they're following. So why would they do this? Well, they have a history of betraying Kenya. Straight from the 1950s, when they took up guns to kill the Kenyans who were fighting against British colonialism. Remember, yes, it is this same class of people, it is this same class of home guards, of loyalists, or of Judases that are still in charge of Kenya. And they've just thrown Kenya under the bus. Why did they do this in practical terms? Well, one of the benefits that they're claiming Kenya will have is that Kenya will be able to export agricultural produce to the UK. But what they're not telling you is that the exporters of Kenya's agricultural produce are British companies. For example, the tea that is exported from Kenya to the UK is only technically Kenyan tea. In reality, the tea companies are British. All of them are British. We don't have any Kenyan tea companies selling to England. So it's Unilever that controls a lot of agricultural land in Kenya and a lot of tea farms in Kenya that is exporting to England. Del Monte, which controls vast acreage of fruit farms, and some of these other foreign-owned companies. So it is the British trading with themselves. So it's not Kenya that is exporting anything to England. It is British companies in Kenya exporting agricultural produce to England at low tariff. So the Mzungu still keeps the profit, one or another. And in exchange, the UK gets to sell its agricultural produce to Kenya. Think how disgusting that is. And what is even more concerning is that majority of Kenyans are not protesting. They don't even care. Very content to sit in your joblessness, very content to sit in the slum, not understanding how the wealth of the country is getting stolen from you. When you say the wealth is getting stolen, it is you who's getting robbed. The economy will contract once the British flood the local market with their subsidized and rejected agricultural produce, so that even the small-scale chicken farmer will now not be able to sell chicken. Because you'll go to a supermarket and find that immediately the supermarkets, which are also owned by foreigners, just so we are clear, will give the larger shelf space to UK's products. And the Africans in Kenya will run to buy UK products because they're from the UK. Everyone wants to boast, look, I bought my chicken from the UK. And in this way, the local producers will not be able to sell anything. I can't imagine an outcome worse than what is going to happen. And once this process begins, the economy will contract because all the local, for example, chicken farmers, will see themselves lose over 80% of their market. They won't even be able to sell eggs. As you will see, you'll also see that all the contracts for these agricultural products, for example, for the armed forces, because they buy in bulk a lot of agricultural products, you'll see all those contracts being given to the British. You'll see it with your own eyes. So that even if you're a small-scale chicken farmer in Kenya and you're able to sell a few pieces of chicken, now you won't be able to do that because the money has to go back to England. So you are poor now, you'll become poorer even more. And no one is protesting. There has been a group, I have to say this, there's been a group that has taken Jubilee to court over this trade deal. But you very well know who controls the legal system. It is the same coconuts. It's the same traitors. They control all branches of government. They control everything. And so everything is done for the benefit of the Mzungu. So this is a classic case for you to see how they deliberately create and foster poverty in Kenya. I always tell you, when you wake up and you don't have a job, you have not eaten, you're living in a single room, you're living in a slum, nothing is working out for you or your children, I always tell you, it is deliberate policy. It is not an accident. You are not cursed by God. You're cursed by the coconuts that rule over the country, and ultimately you curse yourself because you voted for them. And even right now, the way I'm speaking, many of you are getting offended. You're angry that I'm complaining about the coconuts destroying Kenya because you support them. You support the very same hand that is strangling you. So what can we say? So when the parliament ratified that criminal trade deal, do you know that they did it in the middle of the night when Kenyans were asleep? Because that's how toxic it is. And they know what they're doing. That's why they were hiding in the darkness, passing that treasonous trade deal. For 25 years, we are supposed to be married to UK products. And they won't get to pay any taxes. And you can't even get a visa to enter that UK. But they get to sell all of their things with no taxes whatsoever. And this is a government that claims that it needs taxes in order to operate. But the Mzungu doesn't get to pay any taxes. And you know what the British ambassador said? Their actual boss. She said that she was pleased that Parliament had ratified that horrible trade deal. She was pleased. Why? Because these are her servants. She's the boss. She's the Mzungu. And so the slaves came through. Yeah, the slaves came through. And they ratified the trade deal. Mzungu products must enter Kenya with zero taxation. And the parliament was extremely happy to please the Mzungu. They did their job to represent the Mzungu. This is despite the ongoing case by local farmers fighting that criminal trade deal. But the parliament doesn't exist to represent the Kenyans. No, 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 no. They exist to represent the Mzungu master, who said that she was pleased that the slaves did the right thing. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Kenya's time has come. Our time has come. Your time has come. A time to succeed and not fail. A time to grow wealth and not poverty. A time to go up and not down. It's time for you to stop walking and drive your car. Stop renting and buy yourself a house. It's your time to get blessed. Join the CCV movement and together let us keep poverty and unemployment out of Kenya. Become a member today. Donate what you can. And remember that the CCV is the only political organization in Kenya that is squarely built upon Christian values, unlike the rest. We'll see you next time. Thank you.